Are you looking for the best air fryers? In this video we will look at some of the best air fryers on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Instant Vortex Plus 6 Quart Clear Cook Air Fryer. Jenny Cosori, founder of Lunchbox Doctor and author of an air frying cookbook, has tried a few different air fryers, but the Instant Vortex is the one that has stood the test of time in her kitchen. I've had this one the longest of any, about 2 years, she says. With some of the others, after a few months, the lining starts to come away, or you see scratches. But this one has lasted without damage. And that's something considering how much it gets used by all family members, including 2 teenagers. She and her family use it every day for roasting vegetables, reheating buns, and making chicken nuggets, salmon, sweet potato fries, flapjacks, and more. For Cosori, the fact that many of her Le Creuset dishes fit in there is also a huge plus. Not to mention, the inside of the machine has a light feature just like your oven, and the basket itself has a window in the front so you can see what's going on inside at any time. Cookbook author Julia Tertian has the same model, but without the see-through window. It made her an air frying convert, and now she and her wife use the appliance nearly every day of the week, for themselves, as well as for their dogs, who get air-fried ground meat mixed in with their food. The biggest appeal for Tertian is how quickly it becomes hot and cooks food without overheating her kitchen. Then there's the fact that it's basket style, as opposed to a few models on this list that look like toaster ovens, which means she can fit way more than a skillet and just shake things up in the basket, instead of tediously flipping them over on a sheet tray. Finally, she appreciates how it saves her from having to clean the stovetop, which I hate, she says. Bruce Weinstein, co-author of multiple air frying cookbooks, echoes what Cosori and Tertian say about the capacity of this air fryer. While some models are very tall, which accounts for their overall capacity and ability to fit, say, a big pile of French fries, that setup won't allow air to flow around as easily and result in the crispy texture you're after. The Vortex, however, has a large square footage on the bottom, meaning you can lay everything in a single layer and avoid overcrowding. It just has the perfect ratio of height to width, he says. At number 2. Cosori Pro 2 XL Air Fryer. The Cosori comes recommended by 2 women who have lost count of how many air fryers they've tried. Both Jennifer West and Rebecca Abbott, the writers and recipe developers behind air frying Foodi, turn to this one more than any other. Fun fact, it's also the model Vanderpump Rules star Lala Kent recently raved about to us. While West and Abbott own a slightly older model, the company confirms that the one listed here is a very similar version with upgraded internal technology and some different presets. I've been using it for a couple of years now, West says, cooking for 4 to 6 people on the regular. I use it so often that I really know the way it cooks. Abbott, who mostly makes food for herself and her husband, still finds that it's the perfect size. I don't think I've come across something you can't fit in the basket, she says. It has great presets for cake, meat, and fish. Also, the directions are very clear and easy. Some air fryers stress me out. You're trying to set time and temperatures, and there are too many buttons, and I'm someone who air fries every day. Both experts say that they can imagine wanting an appliance with additional settings for something like RV living, but that they find the Cosori to be all they need for their day-to-day lives. It does everything you want an air fryer to do, says Abbott. At number 3. Philips Premium Air Fryer XXL. The Philips Air Fryer XXL is the only air fryer with fat removal technology that extracts and captures excess fat, more fat than other air fryer competitors. Now you can fry your favorite foods with little or no added oil and remove fat from food, too. The result is delicious and healthier fried food that is as crispy as deep fried with 90% less fat. The air fryer can do more than just fry, it also grills, roasts, bakes, reheats, dehydrates and toasts, taking on the role of multiple kitchen appliances, even toaster ovens. With over 200 easy-to-make and inspiring dishes to try, the air fryer will become a one-stop solution for all of your meals. Philips Air Fryer XXL also creates less smell and splattering than conventional fryers, it is easy to clean, safe and economical for your daily use. Based on fat captured in the basket, when cooking pork belly for 20 minutes vs leading air fryer brands compared to fresh fries prepared in a conventional deep fryer. Weinstein calls this a very well-made machine for two main reasons. First, the food tray is stainless steel mesh, almost like chicken wire, he says. It's a material that is bound to last much longer than the usual slattered nonstick trays you'll find at the bottom of other basket-style air fryers. Weinstein notes that you can put it in the dishwasher, but if you don't have one, just soak it right after use so no hard bits stick, then wash when you're ready. The second reason is an additional built-in layer underneath that mesh tray, a catcher where released fat drips and collects. It keeps splatter and smoke down, he says, especially with fatty foods like steak and hamburgers. The less grease buildup over time, the better your air fryer will function and the longer it will last. At number 4. Tasti-Crisp Electric Air Fryer. If you're air frying curious but don't want to break the bank, you can't get much better than the Tasti-Crisp model, which comes recommended by recipe developer and blogger Madeline Park of Cafe Maddie. It's small, even more so than the Crux, and particularly simple to use, with just 2 dials, for temperature and time. I live alone and only cook one portion at a time, says Park, who doesn't even like to have leftovers because her video creation requires her to make new meal after new meal. I can cook a dish in 20 minutes, and it's really intuitive to use. For a slightly bigger model with similarly simple functionality, Zosimer Fulwell, founder of Cooking with Marmer Z, turns to her Tower T17021 family-size air fryer. Tower is a U.K. based brand, so shipping will almost double the price, but we did a reverse image search and found this pretty much identical, and more affordable, version available in the States that will give you 3 quarts of room. There are other higher-end models, but in terms of something that is quite basic and simple and affordable, I think this one is a really good starting point to learn, Fulwell says. At number 5. Ultrean Air Fryer, Blue. At first, Gracie Ben-Simon of Gracie Baked ignored the air fryer her roommate bought, believing it was another kitchen appliance she didn't need. But since she finally tried it a couple of years ago, she hasn't looked back. Technically, you can bake in any of these machines, but Ben-Simon is obsessed with making cookies in hers and waxed poetic to me about how good the treats turn out. The air fryer itself is one of the simpler models on this list, with just one button for time and another to set the temperature, but Ben-Simon says she leaves it around 370 degrees. It sits plugged in on her counter, and whenever the need for a cookie strikes she simply turns it on and plops in a bowl or 2 of dough on top of a sheet of parchment paper, yes, without even waiting for it to preheat, which she says has never been a problem. Toast was my air fryer gateway snack, but cookies is what pushed me over the edge into a full-blown air-fried addict, she says. I bake mine for about 7 or 8 minutes. The cookies get a nice golden bake on the outside but stay so outrageously doughy on the inside. I top mine with chunky sea salt or make myself a cookie and ice cream sundae. At number 6. Dash Compact Air Fryer. Abbott originally bought the Dash Compact Air Fryer for herself and her husband, but it turned out the basket is too small for their needs. Instead, she says, her grandson has somewhat adopted it. He calls it his, she told me, and knows how to use it, with my supervision. There are no fancy buttons, just knobs for temperature. I keep it between 380 and 400 degrees, and then there's a little egg timer. With a lower wattage than most others on this list, it takes slightly longer to heat up, but really, we're talking about a difference of minutes. We'll stick a corn dog or chicken nuggets in there, Abbott says. Or if we want to bake off a few cookies or biscuits at a time. Plus, it comes in cute colors, costs $50, and at less than a foot all around, can be easily stored in a cabinet. But today, this air fryer is just $40 at Bed Bath & Beyond for Cyber Monday. Healthier fried food is here with the Dash Compact Air Fryer. Air-Crisp registered trademark symbol technology circulates air to cook food thoroughly without the oil and mess of a standard fryer, reducing added fat by 75% while keeping flavor. Simply plug in the fryer, set the time and temperature, and you're ready to go. The Dash Compact Air Fryer is great for single-serving meals, and can cook sweet potato fries, spicy chicken wings, vegetables, and more in less time than it takes to preheat your oven. At number 7. Ninja F101 Air Fryer. Unlike the Breville and Cuisinart, this Ninja is a basket-style multifunctional air fryer, as opposed to tray-style. It boasts 5 stars on Amazon with over 34,000 reviews, and was one of our readers' favorite models from a previous version of this article. There aren't as many settings as the other two, just air fry, roast, reheat, and dehydrate, but that's still more than having just 2 buttons to control time and temp. The dehydrate option in particular is only otherwise found on the much more expensive Breville, and several reviewers had great success making beef jerky in theirs. Finally, a striking number of people noted how easy this air fryer is to clean by hand. "I don't even bother using the dishwasher," says one, while another claims they can wash the drawer and removable bottom plate in about a minute. This air fryer is on sale for $100 today, Cyber Monday, at both Amazon and Best Buy. Now enjoy guilt-free food. Air fry with up to 75% less fat than traditional frying methods, tested against hand-cut, deep-fried French fries. Wide temperature range, 105 degrees Fahrenheit to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, allows you to gently remove moisture from foods or quickly cook and crisp foods with convection heat. For Quart ceramic-coated nonstick basket and crisper plate fit 2 pounds of French fries. Cord length, feet, 2.6. The unit will need time to preheat before coming up to temperature. We recommend that you preheat the unit for 3 minutes before adding your ingredients to achieve the best results. Dehydrate. Create flat, chip-like dehydrated foods for fun. Homemade snacks pounds. The combination of low fan speed and low temperature enables thorough dehydration. Dishwasher safe parts, easy to clean basket, crisper plate, and multi-layer rack. At number 8. Cuisinart Air Fryer Oven with Grill. The Cuisinart is a slightly smaller, 12 by 16 by 14 inches instead of 21 by 17 by 12, machine with 7 preset functions: air fryer, convection bake, convection broil, bake, broil, warm, and toast. Mims says that if you want an air fryer that can do more than just air fry, this one does as good of a job as the crooks at cooking. Like the Breville, it comes with a tray and a basket insert, though it will only hold one level at a time. Cuisinart's signature air fryer just got even better. In addition to air frying French fries, baking cookies, or warming up your leftovers, now you can make even more delicious meals in your Cuisinart registered trademark symbol air fryer toaster oven with grill. Sear steaks and vegetables on one side and griddle the perfect breakfast on the other with the new dual-sided grill and griddle plate. Bring next-generation cooking to your countertop with the spacious 8-function oven that makes cooking a feast for family and friends, or a simple snack for one, fun, fast, and easy. At number 9. Breville Smart Oven Air Fryer Pro. The Breville Smart Oven Air Fryer Pro boasts 13 preset functions: toast, bagel, bake, roast, broil, pizza, cookies, proof, air fry, dehydrate, reheat, warm, and slow cook. You can toast 9 pieces of bread at a time, roast a 14-pound turkey, and fit a 5-quart Dutch oven inside. In other words, it's really not fooling around. Food writer and editor Alice Whitney has been using hers for the last 3 years, and used Breville's previous similar model for 8 years before that. "This is like my ride-or-die appliance," she says. "It is what will be buried with me. It's big, and not everyone has the counter space for that. But if you do, Whitney can't recommend it enough. I use this as my oven 6 out of 7 days of the week," she says. "And I use it as my second oven when I'm hosting a party. 2-quarter sheet pans fit nicely in there because it has 2 levels. The basket one seems simple but also limiting. I love how many things this one does. Also, it has a clear window, so I can see what's happening. As for the more difficult cleanup that Mims mentioned about racks, Whitney has a solution: I put a piece of aluminum foil underneath." At number 10. Ninja DZ201 Foodi 8-quart DualZone 2-basket air fryer. This air fryer has something none of the others on this list do: 2 baskets. This allows you to cook separate foods separately but at the same time, say, wings in one compartment and fries in the other, with each side set to a distinct temperature for a particular amount of time. As one of the nearly 15,000 5-star reviewers wrote, I own the One Basket Ninja already, but immediately saw the issue of preparing different courses of meats and veggies. Different foods take different times and temps, so you have to figure out how to get everything hot at the same time. This dual basket solves that. 2 independent baskets. The original air fryer with 2 independent baskets. The XL air fryer lets you cook 2 foods, 2 ways, at the same time, eliminating back-to-back cooking like a traditional single basket air fryer. Smart Finish and Amp Match Cook. DualZone technology allows you to choose between the Smart Finish feature, which unlocks cooking 2 foods 2 ways that finish at the same time, and the Match Cook button to easily copy settings across zones for full 8 QT capacity. 6-in-1 functionality includes 6 versatile cooking programs: air fry, air broil, roast, bake, reheat, and dehydrate. The baskets can be washed in the dishwasher or by hand. XL capacity. The 8-quart air fryer capacity lets you fit mains and sides at the same time for making quick family meals, or up to 4 lbs of French fries or chicken wings. Separate heating zones. 2 independent for Quart zones have their own cooking baskets, cyclonic fans, and rapid heaters. Easy cleaning, easy to clean baskets and dishwasher-safe crisper plates. Less fat, up to 75% less fat than traditional air frying methods. Tested against hand-cut, deep-fried French fries. At number 11. Instant Pot Duo Crisp Air Fryer Pressure Cooker. In fact, the Instant Pot Duo has 11 preset functions, but it's the only one on this list that pressure cooks in addition to air frying. For a long time, I was one of the most outspoken and vehement critics of air fryers, says Courtney Cassell, co-founder and co-writer of the newsletter Sifted. But after moving in with an air fry-owning friend, I'm well on my way to converted. In our apartment, as is the case with many, using the oven takes more effort than a simple switch, and can often be unreliable both in preheating time and temperature. Our trusty air fryer, however, preheats in minutes and I'd argue outperforms the oven for various tasks, evenly roasted vegetables, cooking proteins quickly, or just generally existing on TikTok in 2022. Additionally, ours happens to be a combination air fryer instant pot, meaning I can further justify the space it eats up in our limited kitchen storage, and it's a lifesaver on nights when the "what's for dinner" conversation doesn't even kick off until 7 p.m. From the makers of the Instant Pot Duo trademark symbol series comes a pressure cooker with air frying capabilities. Pressure cook delicious one-pot meals up to 70% faster than traditional cooking methods. Slow cook foods to tender perfection, just like grandma used to make, and get all the crunch from deep frying but with 95% less oil in one multicooker. Seamlessly transition from pressure cooking and slow cooking to air frying with the included removable air fryer lid. With 15 built-in smart programs, you can prepare even more of your favorite dishes with the press of a button. Redefine cooking and enjoy quick and easy meals anywhere, anytime. The Instant Pot Duo Crisp offers the quality, convenience and versatility you've come to expect from instant. Discover amazing